What's shaking, guys? It's Feldy bringing you another Clash of Clans video, and today we've got Town Hall 10 war base layouts, but actually I only have one for you because I've got a special video on tomorrow for other Town Hall 10 war bases, but not super in depth. Okay, so this one I'm just going to kind of break down, kind of show you why I built it the way I did, and then we'll get into other layouts tomorrow with Town Hall 10, okay? So, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, really appreciate the subscriptions and likes and comments on the video. I love interacting with you guys. I do this for you. At the end of the month, I'm going to give away $25 in cash or a gift card to those who are commenting, who are subscribed to the channel, who also like every video. And if you're sharing it on social media, do hashtag Project Clash, all right? And I will make sure I find you guys that way. That way you're sharing it with your friends and family, and I will make sure that I hunt you down and give you guys the hookup, all right? Once this channel does become monetized, I really want to give back even more to you guys. But for right now, that's kind of my little gratitude of thanks for helping me have the grassroots start that I have. All right. In the meantime, let's get into the Town Hall 10 base layout. I want to show you guys the scout view on this base because it's kind of fun. So anytime you have a ring base, it typically is really good for an air attack. But with this one, the problem with an air attack is there's just kind of these awkward buildings, especially these three buildings right here tend to draw air troops to them for whatever reason, and then with the mix of how the base is balanced, the air attacks usually end up failing. Now, a Town Hall 11 will obviously demolish this, but Town Hall 10s, I've only been 3-starred once. Knock on wood, I've only been 3-starred once from this base. So let's get into a little bit more about this. Okay, so you can see the walls, they have the openings, right? So ground troops are going to just walk around in a little path, and you know exactly what's in that one little piece in these little sections. Of course, they are going to be spring traps, and in the core is super heavy. Now, I will say I don't like when a core has every single thing in it, but the problem is it really does take 2 freezes to get all of this core kind of handled. So they at least have to waste a lot of freezes if they're going to come in and try to get just the Town Hall for the star, and then maybe 50% 2-star. It typically ends up being around a 70%er to 85%er because with all the upgrades, you just can't handle it, right? So, this base layout itself is very, very practical in terms of when any entranceway like that you're going to come in, whether it's from, say, this 10 o'clock, say it's from this 1 o'clock, maybe the 2 or 4 o'clock or 7 o'clock kind of area. Any way you come into the base, the troops just funnel around, right? And air, same thing. The troops are just going to get funneled around. Now, obviously, my air sweepers, they're going to kind of help take care of some of that air and push them, hopefully, into my air defense. I've got my Expo set to ground and air, and those are maxed out along with my Teslas, and I've got multi-target Infernos. Now, I will say I probably should turn one of these into a single target, but I found that the way that this base gets attacked, that multi-target tends to be the better way to do it, okay? So when somebody comes into the base, they might think that Teslas are in the corners here. They could be in between these little areas in here. So they kind of tend to group and try to attack like this area first, or they try to come in at like this 9 o'clock entrance, and it just is kind of funny because they always try to get the CC lured, but obviously when you have really good CC troops, I always highly recommend a baby drag and an ice golem, and then that's 25, so you get 10 more. Then I usually try to do like 2 wizards, 2 archers, or sometimes I like to throw a barbarian in there because they're just a little beefier and they last a little longer for your war castle, for your clan castle. So yeah, that is kind of the big thing there. All right, so your CC troops in this base definitely make a difference. Baby Drag has splash damage, obviously can hit air or ground. Ice Golem, once they deploy the heroes, it's obviously going to go towards those if they are doing an air attack. If they've got miners, then obviously the miners are going to be frozen after they kind of get stumbled up by getting distracted by the clan castle troops. The other thing to note is that, yes, the Barb King is on the outside of this ring, and the Archer Queen is in the core. Some people like to kind of maybe put the Archer Queen, say, right here, and let the core kind of just be the core. You could obviously put maybe even an Archer Tower in here. Short range would be good because then it's got that firepower to really hit home. A whole bunch of options. You can put your Teslas in the corners. You can put builder huts in the corners. But the way that I did this was that I added some extra room around the main moat in the core, because I wanted to give just a little bit, even that like one extra tile for a troop to walk is getting blasted by Infernos, Teslas, or the clan castle troops. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's kind of one of the reasons. So I hope you guys enjoyed this base. If you want to take a screenshot of it right now, pause it, just copy this as is. Now, obviously, my walls aren't upgraded. I was a little rushed in terms of walls, but everything else is starting to get beefed up. All right. Hope that helps you. And I really hope that you guys are enjoying the channel. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Feldy, peace.